It's 29 days. Is that significant to you? It should fucking be.
It is. 29 more days until this ugly thing comes off my face.
All of this goes away. I'm starting to look like our boy, Leo from Sumner Circle. He's got a big old beard.
Yeah, but his looks good.
His looks good.
Yours, on the other hand,
mine looks really good.
You look like you just got done shitting on the street and you walked into a Subway
Hey,
to get a free thing of water.
I love free waters. Isn't that a thing? Can you get free waters anywhere? Is that still a thing? I know in high school you could walk in and be like, I need a free water at Hardee's or Burger King, McDonald's,
Probably
Carl's
not.
Jr.
Probably not anymore.
Not anymore?
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, COVID-19. So, I don't even want to talk about what I'm reading on the screen. It pisses me off and it saddens me all at the same time. I don't want to talk about it. But, of course, I'm going to look into it. I'll be multitasking this entire episode. So,
No, go ahead and talk about
go
it.
for it. Well documented. I'm from the Bay Area. And the governor come out last night and basically said 65 and older, please stay in your homes, self-quarantine. And then everybody else just kind of abide by it and kind of do your thing. Let's be smart here to not basically have a lockdown. 18 minutes ago, a cousin, all my family's out there, but just posted on Facebook that it's official. The Bay Area has ordered a shelter in place until April 7th as the city's attempting to contain the coronavirus outbreak. April 7th, bro, in the Bay Area. Like, that's so... I mean, it sounds stupid, but maybe bye-bye Wi-Fi for a minute. Maybe any kind of streaming services like Xbox Live. Not a big deal. Like, you can play Xbox not live, but Xbox is already.
Yeah, but what fun is that?
I know. So
That's the whole point of it for me, is to wreck kids online.
And I'm not an online player. I'm not an online guy. I like being online because of everything when you're by yourself. But as far as playing one-on-one online, I've tried it once. But that was years ago when it first came out, and it was still laggy.
You're talking about playing a Madden.
Like Madden, yeah. That would be the only thing I play, because I can't I can't play the first-person shooter and shit like that. I have a hard time.
You never played Halo or anything?
Get seasick, because next thing you know, my guy's doing this shit, and I'm shooting at the sky as my screen's turning red.
But you never played Halo or anything like that? Really?
No, the closest I ever got was Metal Gear.
Okay, yeah.
Which I love that game. Like, I powered
that
through
one's
it.
That one's not first person.
Mm-hmm.
That one's third person shooter.
No, it was first person.
No, it's not.
The second time around.
No, it's always third person. So first person's the one where you're looking
means.
down the gun.
Yep.
And third person's when you got you see your guy.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That kind of like like if you're playing Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
That's third person.
I can hang with that.
Yeah.
Let's go back to that technology.
A lot of people prefer that.
I do. It makes me seasick. Like, I don't get seasick, but I always say it's seasick, but it makes my head spin. Especially if it's in a dark room. It's over.
Really?
Yeah, it's over. Tried playing Call of Duty and I got stuck in the ship and I got sick. Plus, the older I get, the less I play video games, and it has nothing to do with I'm too old for that shit. I'd love to be able to sit down and rally off 8-hour marathon like I used to. Just my attention span is what they say gone. My ADHD, basically.
I'm a gamer, and
even
now, even now I have trouble. Like, I can play for like 4 hours tops before I start getting like super bored. So.
Mm-hmm. You get in it. I've watched you get in there, huh? With video games.
I don't like the look you're giving me. All right, so what's on the agenda first? What do you want to talk about first?
Well, first and foremost, welcome to it, Inked and Chattered. Another edition. I think it's like episode 465, 612. Something like that.
You're right on the money, bud.
See, it's like episode 16.
16,
Inked and Chattered. What's going on? It's Diego and Kruz. Inked and Chattered, as always, brought to you by Revelation Inc. right there in Smithville, Tennessee. 405 East Broad Street in Smithville, Tennessee. Take care of all your tattoo and piercing needs. Hit up Fred
Don't act
or
like you're big
Corey.
shit because you just read it off a fucking
I
piece of
finally
paper.
got it,
They
didn't
all
I?
seen.
Nobody's
They all
nothing.
seen. Your camera's right there.
You can't.
You weren't looking at me when you said that, or the camera.
405 East Broad Street.
You just read it off. Cheer.
Yeah, I did. It
suck
felt
again.
good though. It felt good. But yeah, hit up Corey or Fred for all your tattoo needs and piercing now too here at the shop. So we'll take care of everything. One-stop shop. It's good stuff. So here we are, another week. We're kind of out and about for now. We're not 1,000%. Can't buy any groceries, right? Thank you, everybody that needs all the groceries.
Yeah, you went to
Walmart.
Walmart just down the road and was able to score black beans,
Yep.
canned chicken,
Yep.
and tortillas.
And
all
that's
the
it.
essentials.
And that's it.
Sent me pictures of the ramen aisle and it was completely,
Dude,
even
it
the
was-
beef flavored.
It was complete. It was complete decimation. Gone. Everything's gone. I do hear other stores have stuff.
Yeah, you
though.
could have went to Kroger.
Yeah,
I went
I hear
to
that.
Kroger in a different town that morning and it was
Yeah.
pretty ransacked, but there was still stuff there. They were
If this goes through,
frantically stocking everything as people were snatching everything up.
though, if this goes through though, this is gonna suck because my juicing's in jeopardy now.
I feel like you're just going to use that as an excuse.
Why
you
would-
could eat.
why
you could,
would I? If
you
I
could
wanted to
drink
eat-
toilet water or something.
I need more nutrients than toilet water. I need at least crisp.
It's got everything that just came
Glacier.
out of you a
That's
few
true.
days ago.
That is
It works
disgusting.
just the same. It's called recycling, bud.
That's
all right. This is 2020. You need to get with the program.
It's disgusting. Yet you do make a great point.
I know I do.
Yeah,
I do it all the time.
Okay, so here it is, effective midnight. San Francisco's going to require people to stay home except for essential needs, so it's not a 1,000% lockdown. Necessary government functions and essential stores will remain open.
What classifies as essential needs?
I guess if they catch you out, I don't know how that works. It's
So if you need to go see your weed guy, is that?
it's essential.
It's essential.
I got glaucoma. Here's my card.
I got trouble sleeping at night.
That's a thing too. That is a thing too. So yeah,
California's always the first one.
always the first one.
Then it just spreads across the rest of the U.S. So.
And then New York will follow, and then it seems like Vegas is now right behind them doing, the next thing, and then so on and so forth. West Virginia though still is the only state with nothing. Good for them, whatever it is they're doing down there. Washing their hands, I guess, because that's honestly
Keeping it in the family.
what the hand soap.
Yeah. Sure.
That's a thing. I think that's a thing. So yeah, let's get on to something else. I'm tired of talking about this shit, anyways. So let's get on to the fight night, which was really weird, and now it's all canceled. The next 3 weeks, leading up to Khabib and Ferguson, is canceled. Which
They're going to end up canceling it.
They're going to, they are, but they're holding on. Dana's holding on so tight to getting that done.
That is a cursed fight.
Dude.
Something bad. If that fight actually happens, I think the world might end.
That might be it.
It's a fight that was never meant to be, and now it's
5 times. This is the 5th time booking this fight.
they're gonna force it somehow in one of their living rooms, and and then the world's gonna end.
Right.
Ferguson cracks a couch in half with his shin, and then
yeah. Boss Rutan's gonna pop out of the floor. You should not fight. That's how he sounds.
Boss Rutan.
Mm-hmm. I know he's not dead, but I couldn't think of another legend. Yeah.
So why Boss Rutan? Why not? Okay.
Why not?
All right.
Joe Rogan.
That's better.
It's better.
Yeah.
That's
No,
better.
he'll be there.
On
He'll be on the
DMT.
couch that Ferguson cracks in half with the shin.
Yeah, he'll be commentating. Oh, dude. So, yeah, that fight night was really weird because there was no fans, It was just...
I found it super odd that they still walked out. I get the whole post-interview thing because people are still watching that.
Yeah. Yeah, which I didn't at first, and then I started thinking about that as well.
Yeah.
Who are you talking to? Well, he's talking to the
we're
TV
still watching
jackass.
it.
Yeah.
But the walkout thing's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Like,
I guess...
that's more for the Really, that's like for like the crowd there, you know, like
Yeah.
hyping the fighter up and everything. But they're just like walking out.
To the fighters' credits, I don't think anybody come out flat though. Everybody looked to stay.
Oh yeah, they were chill.
You know,
They still
everybody-
got to have that mindset of I got to go in here and fuck somebody up
Yeah. Nope. You know who didn't? Johnny Walker. Again.
again.
The hype train's over, bro. I think it's sailed. That hype train has sailed. And that's sad because he had potential. He's still young, and he's got a lot of fights underneath him left, to go. But
That was the first one going the distance for him, wasn't
yeah,
it?
ever, ever between those two fighters. What was his name? Nikita Kroloff and Johnny Walker had never combined. There was like 55 fights. 55 fights, professional. Doesn't mean UFC, just professional fights between the two of them. In whatever Johnny's amount of fights, whether it be 23 or 27 or whatever, to make that split in his time, his in-ring for the UFC after 8 fights, that's what it was. Hadn't even got to 5 minutes yet for 8 fights in ring action, in octagon, action.
Yeah.
And same thing for Kroloff. He wasn't very far behind him. But between those two and 55 fights, they'd never seen anything past the second round or the first round or some shit like that. But I know they went the distance, and it wasn't even close. Kroloff decisioned him 3 rounds to none, and that's the way it should have been. That's the way I scored it. Not that I matter, but it was way less confusing than, say, the fights the weekend before.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So. Did you watch any of them?
Yeah, I watched all of them.
You watched all of them?
Yeah, I watched the prelims and everything.
I tell you, I checked out. I checked out after the
Johnny Walker
fight, and I totally forgot about Damian Maia because that Oliveira Lee fight, I had no interest in that whatsoever.
Really, you didn't?
Kevin Lee to me seems like he's a good fighter and whatever, but he doesn't hold my interest as far as.
He definitely doesn't now.
Well, now definitely not now. Yeah. Something about him, it's kind of like I don't know, but I'm glad I didn't sit around and watch Damian Maia get put to sleep, get knocked the fuck out,
Yeah, first round.
Yeah, and I've still yet to even see that clip. I haven't seen it.
Should be able to watch it back.
I'm sure it's on.
Yeah.
It's probably on ESPN Plus by now. And then of course the main event is Charles Oliveira and Kevin Lee.
Yeah, apparently Kevin Lee had a game plan and was sticking to it, and then for whatever reason, in the third round, decided
Diverted it.
Yeah, he told his corner, "I'm gonna change it up, guys," and then gets guillotined.
Yeah, gets guillotined
While he's trying to do a takedown.
Yeah. And I don't know if he went. I don't know. There's you read what's on the internet. Masvidal, being first and foremost, called him out for bitch fighter doing bitch moves, because he gets choked out and then he instantly jumps up and tries to continue to fight.
Yeah, that was weird.
That was weird.
Well, no, he didn't instantly.
Well, he didn't
jump up or anything. He started crawling. He was holding on to his back. Like no, this is still going.
Yeah.
After he everybody's seen he tapped. It was weird. He must have just. He may have actually went out.
He may have went out. Yeah, because that guillotine was tight. So it was a lackluster card. It didn't help. It didn't help at all that there was no fans. It's really a big deal. It's a big deal, which is why I'm kind of glad they didn't go ahead with basketball with it, and hockey. Hockey been uber weird without any fans. It's just been like a morning skate. Basketball would have been, I think, worse off. So
they ended up just completely canceling those events altogether.
Suspending the season. The NHL, I think I read today, is going to shoot for mid-May to try to start back up. Basketball is looking for sometime in the middle of June. They completely canceled March Madness. Completely, no reschedule. You're done. Season's over. No champion.
Fuck.
Sorry about the teams that had great momentum, but that's it. You can't help it. Spring training was canceled, and the start of the baseball season, I think, is now middle of May. Best case scenario. So it don't mean shit if this keeps happening. Like we keep getting more outbreaks. Here in the States. So that's mid-May, and then nothing on soccer. MLS, and football will have the draft with nobody in it, period. I guess it's just going to be Goodell on a stand receiving text messages from teams saying, hey.
When is the draft?
April 22nd, 3rd, and 4th, I think.
Well, they're already planning that far ahead to have nobody there.
Yeah.
That's more than a month out.
And I think it's in Vegas this year, if I'm not mistaken. It is in Vegas. This was supposed to be the big reveal. And bigger to all that, what nobody's thinking about, I didn't even think about it until I read the article once again today. I did research today. You're welcome. The Raiders Stadium's not done, bro. It's not built all the way yet. They're still trying to finish it up, and everything's halted now. They're saying it's a good possibility. Oakland, we still love you, even though we don't have your name anymore. Yeah, the equivalent of your ex-wife that dropped your name the day that you drank the milk out of the carton is now trying to come back home just for the weekend. I just needed me and my boyfriend. We just need a place to stay. You understand, right? Like, the statue's already gone. Get the fuck out. Go play in the city rec park. Ask the Niners if they'll let you borrow that stadium. Let me answer that. Fuck no. That's already happened once. Yeah. So it's really crazy times. I mean, sports and entertainment all aside, and then there's the more human aspect to it, is everything that's going on. There's jobs being held up. There's families being held up.
Schools are being shut down. Bars are being shut down. Which I'm reading as we speak. Tootsie's owner come out and he's going to reverse his decision. Tootsie's will close in Nashville, so that just leaves Kid Rock's bar. Everybody else is going to be shut down, and so Kid Rock's Rootin' Tootin' Hoo Nanny Bar and Grill, whatever it's called, Hood Sliding and Riding Bar and Grill in Nashville is going to remain open because he doesn't have any intentions on closing it whatsoever because, as he called it, unconstitutional. I get it. I get both sides. Well, you got to make your money.
Nobody wants Corona with their Corona. But, at the same time, like I said, they shut Italy down. They shut all of Italy down 3 weeks ago. Quarantined everybody. Quarantined everybody, and they got the highest rate. It keeps climbing. Like, people are still sick, and the older ones are passing. So, I mean, what's the right answer? You don't know. Nobody knows. They don't know. We don't know. You just got to ride out what they tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get to that a little bit later on. That's my silver lining. That's the thing I didn't want to happen, and it didn't. But what could have been? Who knows? We'll get to football talk here in a little bit. Free agency's going on right now.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
But yeah, like I said, who knows the right answer?
It really seems like it's just really getting out of hand for no reason. I'm not going to say for no reason, but is there enough of a reason to be reacting like this? When it's more of just a little bit more of a severe case of the flu.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, maybe I'm putting my fucking foot in my mouth by saying that, but I don't feel like I'm that far off. It can't be that far-fetched that it's a little bit of an overreaction.
I feel that it is.
Especially with everybody just wiping out. I mean, that's just
all that shit's too much.
The way they're wiping out grocery stores, buying up all the toilet paper, buying up all the eggs. Why are people wiping out eggs?
Everything.
Those go bad,
Yeah. Like, I don't understand that. And the produce too. Me being the guy that's doing this juice cleanse right now, I'll find a way. I'll finish this fucking thing out strong. I'll find a way. If I got to go eat grass out in the yard, juice grass, I really don't care. Yeah. But like all this produce being bought in bulk, milk. I read an article where a lady bought 50 fucking gallons of milk. 50 gallons. What are you going to do with 50 gallons of milk? What's going to drink 50 gallons of milk that fast?
Nobody, that's who.
Nobody. No way, no how. Not me. Not ever. All right? This little side project I got going on here. Just say hey. Just say hello. But, that shit's ridiculous. I get the canned food thing. I get it. I know people that are quote-unquote doomsday planners that you laugh at throughout the years, the months, and they're sound as a pound. They're sitting with their, what are those things called, MROs? Some people have the...
MREs?
MREs, yeah. Yes.
Rations, yeah. Which, you know, they look... Anything can happen at any time. I don't know. It's such a sensitive subject to tiptoe around.
Why, though? Why is it a sensitive subject?
Because you got half the world that thinks it's really doomsday. Then you got half the world that, I'll just say it, that half the world uses the Bible, okay? Then you have the other half of the world that uses political. And then you have the 6 or 7 people that aren't in either one of those halves that are just kind of like, I guess like us, just kind of like, fuck, man, calm the fuck down. Calm down. Maybe it just for real is a fucking outbreak, a pandemic.
Their panicking is making me panic.
I didn't panic until I started seeing this shit going on back home. I'm not panicking yet, but I'm getting there. Panic's the wrong word. I'm concerned. I haven't.
Yeah,
and I've not been reckless. You know, like I've not been buying up everything like a bunch of assholes. But I didn't. Oh, I better start washing my hands after I take a shit. You know, stuff like that. Like it's been stuff I've been doing since. Like simple hygiene is really, when it comes down to it, simple hygiene. You brush your teeth. You gargle with the Listerine or the salt water. Right. You wash your fucking hands after you use the restroom, 1 or 2, doesn't fucking matter. Just
use the water in the back of the toilet to wash your face.
That's where you wash your face at. Everybody knows that. Just be clean. Just be a fucking human being. Be an adult. I know kids that are cleaner than some adults that I know. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, I know. I know a few adults who don't wash their hands after going number 2.
Yeah,
they just walk right out.
To this day,
in like a public restroom, even.
Yeah, to this day, kind of like, okay.
You can be at your own house, whatever. You forget sometimes, but you're in a fucking public restroom, touching a lot of nasty things.
Everything's.
Yeah, everything's.
And you know what the worst thing is? Oh, for more than one reason. One, we all do it.
Yeah.
LSN, Candy Crush, ESPN.
Pornhub,
whatever you do in a public bathroom or your own bathroom. So there's strike one against your cell phone. You get germs all over it.
Yeah. And
then the other thing is just fucking following the media. You know, Facebook. It doesn't have to be social media and CSNBC and you know, MSNBC and Fox News and, you know, it's all ridiculous. It's all stupid. Calm down. Like, literally, we're putting ourselves in a worse position than what it could have been if we'd have just been like, okay. Because now we got fist fights in Walmart over toilet paper. That just happened down the street, like, over toilet paper. People being rude, some of the nicest, sweetest, and I'll say it, old people that you think you'd ever want to meet, turn around and just fucking loading up on all the food they can get their hands on while people are standing there clearly trying to get canned food. I encountered that yesterday.
Which to a certain extent, you know, I'm not completely mad at, because it's the older people who really need it. Like, you know, me and you, we can survive off canned chicken and ramen for a month.
Yeah.
We're fine. But these old people, you know, they don't have the greatest immune system. Their bodies are deteriorating. Maybe give them, you know, first goes. Well, and maybe not let them grab everything.
Well, that's my point. Yeah, that's my point. Is those people that are grabbing everything. And I was the youngest person in that stable that was standing there yesterday, and I was the youngest person by a long shot. And I'm not that young. I'm almost 40. You know, so like, that's my point. Like, neighbors, people that know each other are just it's turning into a little bit of chaos. But yeah, now, and I don't remember where I read it, so I'm not going to get too deep with it, because I do the typical, I just seen it. I didn't even click on the article.
Yeah.
But it was somewhere they're putting, Walmart's doing the shutdown from 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. Statewide, countrywide, whatever.
Nothing wrong with that.
To restock a little bit and to clean more than anything. Which I'm looking at places like Walmart too. They're no innocent party here. Like, you know, they don't clean the bathrooms every day. You know, all of a sudden now cleanliness
for today.
I don't know. It seems like every time I fucking try to use the bathroom at Walmart, there's somebody in there cleaning it. They may, I think...
maybe there's a schedule.
They may have a good schedule.
Maybe there's a schedule, but still.
Because people are pretty gross in those bathrooms.
People are disgusting.
Yeah.
People are disgusting. And
somehow I see a fucking tampon slapped up against the wall in the men's bathroom. Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I don't understand what happened here. Who did this? Who did this? And then the other thing is, why did they wait until 2 weeks in to start the rationing? Two of that at the counter, at the checkout stands now. I mean,
probably just because it was happening so fast. Like out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Karen and Susan go into a store and buy up all the fucking toilet paper. Like, whoa.
No,
shit's selling like hotcakes. Let's restock it.
Yeah.
And then, like, holy shit. Yeah. You know, we're out of everything.
Yeah. But it's just panic. It's panic on panic. It's a scary situation. It can be scary times right now. It's, especially if you got kids. Like, I worry about mine. Kids. Our kids are going to put everything in their mouth, like.
Yeah. And then you got to worry about your own safety. You got to worry about fucking, let's say if your town does go on lockdown, as far as like nobody's allowed out of their house. If you're caught outside of your house, you will be escorted back to your residence. What's going to stop people, like if they didn't stock up on, the bare minimum and to have them last 2 weeks with food, who's to say they won't fucking start going out and start raiding people? You know what I mean?
And then there's that. And then there's that. And that's when the real jackasses come out to play,
Which we've seen in our own hometown when there was a fucking tornado.
Yeah.
You got people scavenging the place for copper prescription pills.
And
it's
script
like,
pills.
that's when shit like this goes down, that's when the real shitty people come out.
And then trying to take that whole car.
Yeah.
Yeah. This was my car. I just can't find the keys.
Yeah. Why do you got to roll back then?
What the fuck? Yeah. Is this your house? Oh, yeah, no, it's my brother's house. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he sent me for this.
Yeah, he said come down and get it. It wasn't touched. Sir, it's got 2 wheels. No, that's mine. It's my car. My car. So yeah, it's happening. We might as well embrace it. What's the pros and cons? Cons. It's gonna suck.
Pro, I get to snuggle up with you for a month.
Right. For a month. Oof. I didn't think about that. Get in here. Yeah. Gosh. And then, seriously though, like, so you get cooped up.
Yeah, I get cabin fever so bad.
Real quick. I get it when I'm told to do it.
Luckily, I got enough weed to last me a month.
We need to get more because now I need some.
Oh, no.
You don't want none of this. Yeah.
I got enough to last me a month.
That's why I just said I need to go ahead and stock up. Essentials.
Yeah.
Bottled
I'm going to
water,
be bored. I'm not going to be able to go out and buy beer if I get
produce. Yeah. Need to get a little more whiskey.
What's am I supposed to do? Talk to you?
Yeah. Ugh.
Do enough of that here.
Can't have that. Can't have that.
Gross.
So there's really no cons.
I don't know. I don't know.
For the people this is for all the people that think they're overworked at their jobs and just need a vacation. Maybe you're about to get one.
And that's real.
And that's real.
Reality.
That's reality. Yeah, like, and I'm guilty of it. Shit, like, me and you both have very busy schedules. We do more than just this show. I wish we didn't do anything more than just this show, but like very busy lives. And any given time, like, fuck, I just want a day off from my newspaper route. Well, you're about to get it. Yeah, so, I don't know. One of those maybe be thankful for things that you have. You don't know what you got.
I'm happy with what we got here.
I'm happy.
If it was to happen right now, that'd be all right.
That'd be fine. I just need one more of these things that I thought was bought for me. And I found out it was just given away. But I was already halfway through it.
Thanks a lot, Jamie.
Yeah. Appreciate it. I appreciate your charitable charities. I don't even know where that can's been. Gross.
You know where it's been.
Nah, I know exactly where. I know exactly where.
Exactly what it tastes like.
Didn't taste anything like it said it did, though.
Did it taste like butt?
Yes.
Well, there you go.
They didn't say that on the can, though. It shows a ruby red raspberry, but looks like some vanilla wafers, maybe communion wafers.
Oh, okay.
And this parsley, or Achilles, side to Achilles' shoes, if you're familiar with Greek mythology.
Don't
shake me off. more intelligent than you think.
Wings.
Jamie. Wings.
Yes.
Yeah.
Angel wings on the shoes.
Angel wings.
Angel spurs. Yeah?
I'll take that's acceptable.
That's pretty good.
I'll take that answer.
I like it.
This was not that good, by the way.
It's killing her.
She can't.
Angel spurs.
Angel spurs.
Yes. That's
Is that
it.
right?
That's the name for it.
That's Greek mythology.
Yeah.
101. Oh, it's okay.
Angel spurs.
We have a producer now.
On Zeus's feet.
We're moving on Zeus's feet?
Yeah, on Zeus's feet.
Poseidon's feet.
Yeah.
He's the god of air.
He's the guy with the stake with the snakes on it.
And he throws it into his chariot.
At Ursula.
Right.
Yes.
Which is the... Ursula
is the hunchback girl.
She's the witch from Snow White.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect. I know Greek mythology. I
Easy.
eat Greek food all the time. Gyros.
Easy.
Get me one of them there gyros with the tzatziki sauce. It does sound pretty good right now. I'll be honest. Anything sounds good right now.
You're struggling?
Not struggling.
I'm not making it easy on you.
You're not making
Talk
it.
about cheese stuffed raviolis.
Nobody's fucking making it easy on me. I've not encountered not one person in my life that's not like, how's that juicing going? And you're eating. That's fine. That doesn't bother me. As you're watching your next YouTube series on.
Well,
you know
that I can't help. I won't eat like that in front of you. I won't be like.
That doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me.
Really?
Yeah, that does not bother me. But you know why it doesn't bother me? Because.
So hold on.
Okay.
So if I came home and made a fucking bomb-ass homemade lasagna and just had the whole Pyrex dish in my hand and was eating it.
Yeah. It'd be
waving it in front of your nose.
It'd be even better on me because I have this thing, and I think you've seen it, and I think I've bitched at you, not to you, but in abroad. We've been somewhere, and I'm like, God damn it. It's one of those things that'll set me off real quick. Not too many things to do. I don't like to be watched while I eat. Not because I eat weird. I just think it's rude.
No, I know that about you.
Don't stare me down while I'm eating because or ask me what's in that or where'd you get that or my favorite. That sure looks good. You know, you got any more? Shit like that. I don't like shit like that. So when somebody else is eating, I can totally talk to you and stare at you and never encounter that food, but 9 times out of 10 I won't because I think it's rude, right? So it doesn't affect me.
I'll flip up the scenario.
Okay.
Say I leave a nice hot piping plate of lasagna just on the counter. I'm nowhere around. It's just sitting there. You're not gonna have a little nibble?
No.
Mm-mm. Piping hot.
Nope.
Steam coming off it and everything.
Nope.
No?
Okay. I got control.
We'll see.
I got self.
Making lasagna tonight. Do it now.
Dynamite. Yeah, no, I'm fine. I'm locked in. I only got 29 days left for the beard, so 22 days left for the food.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm fine. And what's also pushing me is I'm down 23 pounds. I know you can't tell because of this thing here, but I've been told my face looks slimmer. I can't tell on your face. All I see is...
I can tell in your clothes, but not on your face.
You can see when I walk naked through the house or whatever. Yeah, that's clear.
And your dick looks big.
Man, it's huge. I know. Feels good in my hand. I'm going to go take a bath now. Door's open.
Door's open. Nom, 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 nom.
But no, I stay off the scale. Because my clothes are bagging off me now. My pants are bagging off me now. So that drives me too. It's kind of like, okay, all right, let's see what else I can fit into. These my sister's skinny jeans? Fuck yeah. I'll put them on. What did I say? Did I say that out loud?
You know what size girls' pants you can fit into?
I don't, because I don't want to fuck up and say that. No. Oh, you're asking me?
No, I'm just asking. I'm just curious.
I don't know.
Bet I could fit into like a 10.
I could, actually 10s, I would be swimming in a 10, because 10s got to be really big. So I'd be probably swimming in a 10.
I don't know. I think 10's pushing it.
You think so?
Yeah.
I got big thighs. I really don't know. For the record, I picked up on what you're putting down. I don't really know. I was thinking 16s.
No, that'd probably be a little big.
You think it'd be a little big?
Yeah.
Let's try it. Let's go shopping at
Who
Walmart
knows?
after this.
Yeah. Could take some petite boot cuts.
How do chicks' jeans like fit? Is it the same as guys?
They don't have links. It's the weirdest thing. They don't have fucking links. I don't understand it. Yeah, I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong in this. They have like petites and other shit, but I know there's no links. There's just the waist size.
That's crazy.
I'm pretty sure on this. Yeah,
I'm just gonna start trying on girls' jeans at Walmart next time I'm there.
They're stretchy.
There's that.
They are stretchy.
I don't like jeans though.
Yeah,
I don't like jeans.
You can get khaki stretchies.
Can you?
I'm sure. I don't know.
Ooh. Everything
Corduroys.
shows.
There you go. Bring it back, son.
Start a forest fire in them bitches. CDC is recommending that we shave our beards to protect against coronavirus. I seen that weeks ago.
Mine doesn't really technically qualify as a beard.
No, they're talking about full-on beards.
Yeah. The flavor savers.
Mm-hmm. I don't really see how it matters. They're not making us shave off their beards. Our beards.
Man, that'd be great if they did.
They wouldn't count.
Yes, it would.
No, it would not either.
It would.
Much like the NBA's not going to play. The NBA's not paying these players because
of that wasn't in the contract.
No, it's in the fine print. The disaster clause is what it says. In case of corona outbreak, pandemic.
This was a gentleman's agreement. With spit-swapped hands. There was no disaster clause. There was nothing.
You're right. I'm not shaving it regardless.
Please come in and say, you, shave that fucking beard.
Shave that beard.
We'll shave it for you.
You sound like the drill sergeant from
You're
Beavis
okay.
and Butthead. Yeah, you're fine. You got to shave that off.
I'm going to start drawing out the 49ers logo, or the Cowboys logo.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll
just go ahead and take your debit card and pull out
$50. I ain't going out like that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll see.
Now I feel threatened. I instantly don't feel safe.
Don't feel safe. No. Don't go
to sleep. Oh man. So yeah, that's it. That's pretty much all the corona talk that I want to talk. I'm sure we'll go back to it because there's just constantly breaking news on this shit. But yeah,
let's talk about football.
Free agency is here. It's here. And the best news I heard all winter long was that the Tom Brady news never ever came out of San Francisco's camp. It came out of his camp. It was all manufactured by Tommy Brady.
Tommy Brady.
Yeah, and Niners aren't interested in him, and that was his number one pick, was to go to the Niners. Confirmed.
Good.
It was his number one choice was to come home to play.
I don't like the Niners, but I'm glad that wasn't something that came from them. Now, it's something that they don't need to be doing whatsoever.
If this was 2 years earlier, different story. But of course, he doesn't want to come back home 2 years earlier. He don't want to build. He's 43.
Yeah.
You know, if we were in the position that we were in 2 years ago, where the teams like the Saints are headed, Drew Brees got 1 year left. Teddy Bridgewater is about to sign. Matter of fact,
who knows what's going to happen with the owner?
It's not breaking news yet, but I did read Teddy Bridgewater and the Chicago Bears are very close to a deal to bring him in as the starter. And then that leaves Taysom Hill, who's supposed to be the heir apparent, but he's unproven. Looks like it might be time to get a new team. I love it. I love it because I love New Orleans. I love all of our New Orleans fans and peoples. But you know how I feel about the Saints.
I'm right there with you.
And we're there.
Yeah.
You can't show any love to the Saints. A Niners fan, a Cowboys fan. I don't even know how this works. Next year we play each other in the regular season, so it might be a different story. We only played you guys in the preseason.
There's an unspoken bond.
Yeah.
Of getting fucked over.
Yep. Hating the Saints.
Yeah. There's
together.
Always that.
As long as the Saints don't do nothings.
And the Cowboys just hate the entire East Coast.
Yeah, and we don't like anybody. Niners don't like anybody.
No.
Not even their own backyard. Raiders, get out.
Get out.
Get out. We're down to 3 football teams in California now.
You gotta show sympathy to the Chargers, though, right?
I feel bad for the Chargers. Yeah. I feel bad for San Diego, and I feel bad for that organization because the ownership has been not good for years. For years. You can go back to what they did with the Michael Vick situation. They basically passed on Michael Vick to get LaDainian Tomlinson, which was still a good pickup.
Yeah.
But with that team that was sitting there, what could have Vick done? They passed on Drew Brees. They will let Drew Brees walk because they thought they did crack research and they thought his shoulder injury was career ending. Let Drew Brees walk and brought in Phillip Rivers, which was already there. But, I mean, Phillip Rivers was heir apparent. What did he do? He didn't do nothing. He just threw for a lot of yards and a lot of interceptions, right? With what's going to end up being, and he's a Hall of Famer too, I think, but 2 locks to be a Hall of Fame quarterbacks is Chargers passed up on, well, they didn't pass up on Eli. Eli didn't want to go there, but they passed up on Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger was there at 7.
Yeah.
You know, there was been for years, the first 10 years of his career, he had a legit hit list of teams that he refused to lose to. And I think he went I think he only lost 2 games in those 10 years to those other 6 teams that didn't pick him, including the Bengals and the Browns 2 times a year for 10 years. It's a crazy, he had crazy drive not to lose to any of those teams that passed him up. There's a lot of players like that. But then when you go in the 3rd and 4th round, you can't talk like that. I think it only works for a first rounder. So your clock spun around again. So you're telling me that you're going to be mad at your own team for being the 3rd best. You know what I'm saying? I think it only works for first rounders. 29 other teams passed on me. I'm going to make them pay. Yeah, wrong.
No.
Wrong. No, just let that one go. You know what I wish we could talk about?
We can talk about anything we want.
Concert news. Can't.
Yeah, because there is. Well, there's news.
There is. What news you got? I do actually have. It's not concert, but it's music news. It's pretty badass too.
Everything's just gonna be canceled.
Basically.
Pretty much.
Yeah, basically.
Just hasn't been released yet.
All these festivals, man, they're holding out. They're holding out hope, and some of them, if you read it, it's the fine print. It's the what's it called? I just said it jokingly. Now I need it for seriousness, and I can't think about it. Disaster clause. It's in the fine print of some tickets and shit like that. I know, what was it, South by Southwest is not refunding anybody because of the disaster clause, and there's no reschedule.
See, I find that weird because, I don't know. I don't know why they're not, why not honor that? Dana White's, if anybody who's bought tickets for any of the events, if they're canceled, he's refunding them.
Yeah. I don't know. Different animal, I guess.
I guess so. I guess since there's pay-per-views,
it's a multi-million-dollar, billion-dollar conglomerate that could probably afford to push back $1 million in tickets, because I wonder how much that money that is going to be for those 3 fights.
I don't know. That's always the first thing he talks about too. Whenever he comes out in the press conferences, is the gates.
The gates.
It's the first thing that comes out of his mouth.
He wears it like a badge of honor. It's usually big. It's usually in millions.
This was supposed to be their year too, to really break through.
Yeah. This was gonna be the record with Conor fighting 3 times and the BMF title, and then Usman Masvidal and Khabib and Tony. The rumor of GSP, which I think that's always just fun.
No.
What
Please
he
don't
did,
come back.
he's done. He's done.
And then of course you got McGregor, who's supposed to fight at least 2 more times this year.
Yeah, he was supposed to fight.
He wants to fight 3 or 4, but he can definitely get a guaranteed 2, and now I'm not so sure.
Who knows?
Yeah,
who knows what's gonna happen? Because if this goes on past, April 18th is not that far away.
No,
it's not even. It's 1 month away. A month and 2 days away. Something like that. Some shit like that. A month and a day away. Something like that. So, if you follow the school, all the schools are closing until, April 1st, 2nd. The big businesses that have put these people out on paid leaves, they're staying closed till April, 1st of April. You do the same thing with the UFC.
Yep.
I mean, you're going to get right there to the cusp. Then can you still rely on having fans? Like an event like that is so much more complicated than, say, a NFL game or an NBA game or an NHL game, especially, or a baseball game, because those three more than even NFL, because those are, one team can play up to 4 to 5 times in a 7-day span in a week.
Mm-hmm.
Been many times that. Well, shit, baseball, it is. I've seen them go 7 for 7, on just a long-ass road stand or a long home stand. So the likelihood of somebody mass population of, and that's what they're worried about, is not only the population, but the overseas travels, because that's where it all, originated from, is they barred the overseas travels.
That's when they freaked out on Wei Li, was, you got to get over here now.
Yeah, right now. UFC, that's a different animal. You got months and months and months. Like they're booked into what's International Fight Week? That July? That's July.
It is July.
And that's Usman Masvidal. Like they're already. I'm sure tickets are already either on sale or people's got their hand on the trigger, ready. Get that update. They're gonna get that ticket. So there's planning in that. And you could easily make an overseas trip. Not to mention who's fighting. Those Irish they travel like a motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
The Irish are the Steeler fans of the UFC, right? They're fucking everywhere in every arena that you see. You hear them. You can hear the Irish fans. And most of them are straight from Ireland, So it's like, and then on the flip side of that, the Americans that go to Brazil, like that fight was in Brasilia this weekend. Make that too. I'm just kidding. That's part of it.
Please?
That's part of it.
Fuck.
It's producer right there.
Jesus.
I told you it was a bad idea. Did I not tell you? So
we could do this on our own.
Don't worry. We could do this on our own. We don't need help. We need a little help.
Let's make a little less noise back there.
Yeah, it's professional. Let's keep it professional.
Going on over here.
My goodness, Jamie. Is that okay if we never refer to her by her name?
Yeah.
I'm just going to call her Jamie to the end of time. It'd be fine.
Oh, thank you so much. How did this get here? That's crazy.
Oh, my goodness. Googling so you don't have to, and getting beers so you don't have to.
You don't have to.
Oh, man. So, yeah. Anyways, back to NFL free agency. It went off the chain the first day. Like, that shit that the Cardinals and the Texans did.
Yeah.
David Johnson for Hawkins. Is that his name? That wide receiver?
Hopkins.
That's it. Yeah. Denard Hopkins. Which everybody's looking at the Texans going, what is your problem? Do you not want to win? You just want to lose, don't you? And I'm right there with him. I don't see that's helping whatsoever. Whatsoever.
He's one of their best receivers. I don't really understand.
One of the best in the league, besides Thomas.
A wishy-washy running back, right?
Yeah. Who
just came off an injury
season. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah. Like, and besides Michael Thomas with
New
New Orleans, I think Hopkins is second best receiver.
Sometimes they think they have a second runner-up that's just going to be just as good.
Yeah. I don't know.
And he gets out there on the field and he can't really perform under pressure.
Lay an egg. Arizona, you're playing the shadows of Fitzgerald, who's going to play one more year. So he's going to be opposite of Fitzgerald with Kyler Murray. I don't know. It could be something. Of course, it's in the Niners division, so that's something I'm going to end up paying attention to, a lot of attention to.
Yeah.
And then the Niners making big moves today, signing up Eric Armstead, 5 years to a lot of millions of dollars, which I'm very happy about. But I knew that was the end of DeForest Buckner. And here's what I thought was going on. I seen it right after the Niners signed Armstead. Told a friend of ours, I said that it's nothing but Niners. I kept seeing it on Twitter. Niners are in the works of a huge trade. Gonna blow the doors off free agency. And I said, there it is. Here comes DeForest Buckner for OBJ. This is it. It's finally gonna happen, because that happened. It was supposed to happen last year. With Nick Mullins, when Mullins was hot because Garoppolo didn't play. Yeah, like Mullins was a hot commodity because they didn't know what they had in Baker Mayfield, and they were going to bring OBJ over. Matter of fact, no, he was still a Giant when that was going to happen. So that was when the Niners were trying to prime away from the Giants before he even went to Cleveland. and it didn't happen for whatever reason. But I thought for damn sure it was going to happen, and then it come out that we just traded Buckner to the Colts.
Gotcha.
Which is nice because only way we'll see him again is in the Super Bowl, and because he's a stud, and he already has got guaranteed money from the Colts. Got him for the 13th overall pick in the draft, so I like that. Let's draft another wide receiver or another tackle. That's fine by me. Is there another Bosa out there that can be picked up? Do they have a sister? Brother.
It's already on another team.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not the sister.
Oh, there is a third. Yeah. No, that's a Watt. There's a third Watt brother.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah. But now maybe there's a baby Bosa at Ohio
Never
State.
Know.
You never know.
Never know.
Never know.
They're sneaky, those Bosas.
They're that's a talented family. You look at retrospect to me and my siblings.
Scary.
Look at the Watts and the Bosas. Why couldn't we be that? We have the same last names.
It's all the damn crack you smoke.
My mom loves this show. She looks forward to it every Tuesday. Every Tuesday, she's right in front of her computer watching us. She's not. And if she is, she covers up this side of the screen while she just watches you.
Yeah.
Probably turns the volume down.
Ooh. Let's stop right there.
I'm
Yeah.
Saying.
That's enough of that.
Yeah. I seen that. What was that?
What? I don't know.
To the
winking at the fans.
And then the Cowboys made some moderate noise.
Moderate,
noise.
Yeah.
Yeah. They basically.
I don't think they're gonna be making any noise this year. If the NFL season does happen, no.
They basically are holding Dak Prescott hostage.
Pretty much.
That's all they did was make sure that nobody else could talk to him right now. So they said, "Hey,
he's the bubble boy."
Yeah, he really is.
Yeah.
They don't
he's the bubble
have
boy
to do
of the entire
shit with him until June 15th. I think is when the cutoff is. Which, pay him, or let him walk. They did the same thing with Romo. They did the same thing. They did the same thing with Jason Garrett when he was just the offensive coordinator. He was about to go coach, I think, the Jaguars, and Jerry Jones said, "Hey, let me talk to you for a minute."
I can kind of understand it if you want to give him another year under different coaching.
Yeah, I get that. Same OC, though.
I mean, just like the way Prescott looked the first year coming out of there, calling most of the shots on the field, and then the next year it seemed like everything just got shut down.
Yeah.
So maybe it's just a coaching thing.
Yeah,
They just want to play the field on that.
Because I'll tell you, that division's not getting any better.
No.
That's still the worst division in football. Like, I can't think of another 3 teams that are worse.
And there's no reason that we shouldn't be on top of it.
Yeah. Yeah, right, because the Eagles aren't that good.
Yeah. Fucking Eagles.
Yeah, the Eagles aren't that good. The Giants are going to be a rebuilding project for the next 3 years.
4 years.
Yeah, maybe 4 years. And same thing with the Redskins. Like, I don't know what model what's-his-face is following out there in Washington. So he gets fired from Carolina. He goes to Washington the next day, Ron Rivera, and he follows the same model. Trying to build that team the same way. Panthers haven't been the same since Steve Smith left. The defense was good. Steve Smith could catch the ball, and you have Cam Newton out there getting his ass beat because he had nobody to throw it to. He never had a running game. McCaffrey come along, but I mean, too little, too late, you know. And it's the same thing with the Redskins. You got poor Dwayne Haskins out there. They're going to build around that kid who's not ready. He should be getting ready for his senior year at Ohio State right now. Yeah. He's one of those players. I'm like, man, you should have stayed in 3-4 years. You probably would have had. Look at T.J. Barrett. You see what happened?
I don't blame him, though. I mean,
I don't either. I don't either. I'd do the same exact thing.
How could you not just take that?
Yeah, I'd do the exact same thing. T.J. Barrett went from the star of the XFL to like the GOAT, but not in the greatest of all time way GOAT. Like just GOAT. Like he's on the bench.
Yeah.
Yeah, he started out on fire, and now he's just showing his true. He's another one that left too early. All those Ohio State offensive players, there's not too many quarterback, running back types. Receivers all day long. All day long. They've always had good, like, pros. I can't think of a great Ohio State quarterback or running back, and I'm talking like stays solid. Carlos Hyde, I know firsthand that he couldn't do shit without Frank Gore because he was a stud behind Frank, Frank left the Niners. He went to the Colts because we didn't re-sign him.
In recent years, I'm going to have to agree with you. I can't think of one either.
I'm just talking of late. And with that being said, USC ain't doing shit either.
Yeah.
Like we're not even linebacker U anymore. It used to be known for our linebackers in secondary. Look at Brian Cushing, fucking Clay Matthews. What's that guy's name? Troy Polamalu. And then we had decent running backs too. Lindell White, Reggie Bush, Matt Leinart, Carson Palmer, Matt Castle, Mark Sanchez, Matt Barkley, Cody Kessler, Sam Darnold. You get what I'm saying here?
I'm following you. Yeah.
We've never been a quarterback college. Look great. Look great with the kids. Put them in the adult swim pool.
I'm drowning.
Put your feet on the floor. Oh, cool. Yeah.
5 years later.
Yeah, right when it's too late.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Should have just put my feet down, bro. Whatever. I just aired out some of my frustration with the USC alumni there. Hey, I got an idea. Let's not win a game next year. Except for the last 2 games of the season. And let's bring Clay Helton back for 1 more year. Makes sense because he finished strong. Fuck me. We're gonna be terrible. As soon as we get good again, we're gonna get sanctions again. So I already feel it coming. I'm looking at you, Nick Saban. Yeah. Roll Tide. Yeah. Jamie's a Vol fan, so.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not a Vol fan anymore? You gave up.
I like Jamie being a mute.
Yep.
And we just manipulate everything she actually says.
Yeah, I guess this is great. I take back what I said 10 minutes ago.
You love Alabama, you say. You're not a Vols fan anymore.
I knew it, poser.
Weird.
Just like the rest of the Vols fans.
Buccaneers, not the Saints, huh?
Ooh.
Okay.
I like those jerseys.
At least it's still down south. I get it.
I get it. No, give her more credit. Not the Buccaneers. It's the Falcons. Yeah, you gotta know where to hit it. You gotta hit it right in the
really get in the spleen there.
Yeah. That'd be like me saying, I'm go Rams, because they're in California. No, fuck that shit. I hope you 0-17 now. The new CBA. We didn't even talk about that. New CBA. It's a 17-game season now. Official,
really?
Plus the extra playoff team. So that means the number 1 seed. Now it's even more important. That's the only thing that makes it interesting now. Now it's even more important to have that number 1 seed.
Yeah.
That is the only seed that gets the first round bye. If you're number 2, like that hellacious fight down the stretch that the Niners, Packers, Saints, Seahawks had down the stretch to have that number 1 seed. I don't remember how it ended, but I think whoever had that number 1 seed got to drift the entire playoffs through with home field advantage. Saints played a home game too. You guys choked against the Vikings again. But after all, we weren't 6 minutes away from a Super Bowl victory with 10 points up.
You're talking to the mic. Oh wait, it's not plugged in.
It's not what you're here for.
Keep taking down notes.
Yeah, write more notes for us, please. Speaking of, head to the website, theasylum.productions. Become a Patreon today. All you got to do is hit the link that says Patreon. There's actually a tab at the top now after begging and pleading with our producer. See how much easier it is now? Kruz, let me ask you a question. Is this easier for you? Right here. I'm going to the website, blah, 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 blah. I'm on the website. Where's your Patreon? Oh, here it is. I got to scroll all the way down here. Oh, Diego, that's a great idea. Let's just have a tab.
Yeah, that's good. I like that.
That's a good idea. I'm glad I thought of it.
Easy access
3 months ago.
For the consumer.
For the consumer. For the customer.
Yes.
Right? So all you got to do, go to the website, theasylum.productions. I can feel the heat coming from the side of my face. And then once you're there, you see the tab that says Patreon. Click on it. And then give us your money. Give us your money. You get a $3, a $5, and a $10 tier choice. $3 a month gets you decals, shout-outs, recognition. $5 gets you behind-the-scenes content. That's a shower cam. Bathtub cam from the spigot pointing back at you. Waterproof. Huh?
Kind of looks like this. It's a nice view.
Exclusive content, decals, and shout outs. And then you got the big granddaddy is the $10 a month. That's your behind the scenes content, exclusive content, shout outs, merch, discount on purchases, and eligible for giveaways such as concert tickets if they ever happen again. So the Asylum.Productions is the website. Click on the Patreon. Thank you for those of you who are patrons. And for those of you who are not, what are you waiting for? I'll trade you a roll of toilet paper right now for this half-used bottle of juice. It's peach rings.
Okay. Yeah. For the gummios.
For the gummios. Do it for the gummios.
Do it for the kids.
Also, while you're there, I don't know why we don't talk about this more, but we got merch. We got merch out the ass right now. Leggings, tank tops, shirts, hoodies,
coffee mugs,
everything. Phone cases.
Yeah, those are on there.
Yeah, and stickers too. So it's all there. So we're actually a real working thing nowadays. It's nice. That's real nice. Glenn, I see you. So yeah, what else we got?
That's about it. I'm just gonna have to prepare to cuddle each other for the next month. Sounds like.
I'm ready.
You ready for it?
I'm ready. I guess the pro to all that is we could do this shit 5 days. We could easily put a show out a day. What else you got better to do? Where you going? I'm gonna tell if you leave this house.
We'll sit in my room and jerk off for a few hours, I guess. I don't know.
When you're done, come out here and do another show.
I'll wash my hands too. We
do Corona Watch, Panda Watch.
We could just set up a live stream in our living room, just us watching YouTube videos for like 6 hours.
Yep.
People will love it.
Progressively going crazy and crazy. Here it is, by the way, to give it its due shine that it deserves, just because of the name alone. Kid Rock's already a stud in some women's eyes. I think he's just string bean handsome. It's Mr. Clean. It's called Big Ass Honky Tonk Rock and Roll Steakhouse.
I love it. Sounds like a good time.
I wish he would shave his mustache off or just grow a full beard, because he looks like Dr. Phil. And I can't get over that. Not a Kid Rock fan as it is, but he's a good dude. That's one of those things where I've learned to love him a little bit more, because he's a fucking awesome, like, human being overall.
Oh, yeah.
Even this shit aside, this Corona shit aside, before this, he's lived in Nashville, 5 years? He does that crawfish boil concert for free. Red Stag basically pays for everything. He just puts a big-ass show on. He's a good dude in town. He's friendly. We've never ran into him. But, he's changed my mind about him. I still not a big fan of his music after Devil Without a Cause. But good on you. Good on you, Bobby Ritchie, Kid Rock. You're the man. You're the Nashville mayor. We got fucking Kane, the wrestler in Knoxville, and now Kid Rock in Nashville, new mayor of Nashville.
2021, let's do it.
Let's do it. I'll be his running mate. I'll be his VP. Legalize marijuana.
Love it.
I'll be his Joe Biden. Just
no.
Whisper into
No. Please, for the love of God. When all of our viewers right there.
Just randomly whispered. Somebody named him you've seen those memes. If whatever was if a saying was a person, if give me your money now was a person, or turn those lights off now was a person, and it's always making some fun of some Hollywood star. I seen one the other day. It says if the coronavirus was a person, and it was Biden and all of his hundreds of photos creepily in everybody's business, man and woman, just why is that his go-to move? Why?
I don't know. Ugh. I don't want to talk about it. It weirds me out.
All right, that's going to wrap it up for us. Don't forget, if you're in the area, Smithville, Tennessee, hit up Revelation Inc. at 405 East Broad Street in Smithville. We're still live in here, by the way. That's rude. Fred Obadier and Corey Ward getting all your tattoo needs taken care of. And hopefully, it doesn't affect the Nashville Villain Arts Tattoo Festival.
Yeah,
we're slated to go again. It is April 24th.
29th.
Is it May? It's May 29th. May 29th. Let's get the Lysol. Cover your plates. May 20th. 29th.
This is a bad idea.
Yeah, also I'd like to say that we are
the coronavirus is in our house.
Yeah.
And making too much noise.
It's
giving us the wrong information.
We're actually taking applications now. Do you think you can be our Jamie? Think you can be better than this Jamie? I think you could. All you gotta do is hit me up.
Diego could be you.
Yeah. Diego at the Asylum.Productions. Kruz at the Asylum.Productions. All you gotta do is show up. Keep your mouth shut. You got the job, buddy. This one ain't doing what they're supposed to do. Seriously, though, also hit up Novella at the Asylum.Productions bands. If you want to be our featured artist of the week, now that we're kind of back on track, sort of, kind of, out of the weeds with the whole shutdown and everything, get your tunes played, get a little interview. Yeah, hit up Novella at the Asylum.Productions. Or you can hit up Kruz or myself. And we'll take care of it. Make sure, if you're sending us in music, please, MP3 format. Spotify's cool and all. I will not listen to one more music off of Facebook, though. I'm going to shut that down today. Yeah. And if you need help with it, all you do is hit me up. I'll show you how to do it. So
just make sure it's produced.
Yeah, please produce.
Yeah, not a live video.
Oh, that's what I wanted to talk about. Shame on you. First day on the job, once again, you screwed up again.
Bad. We need whips. We need whips for every single time Jamie screws up.
Yeah. Or a
like
taser,
the good Indiana Jones ones.
Just a mini taser.
Like tasers are good.
Our boy Mr. Mop, which we're gonna, once all this passes, we're gonna have on the show and do the whole Four Locos thing. I gotta get back on the food first, but Mr. Mop.
Ooh, no, cattle prods. What? Taking it one up. That way we don't have to move very much. Because the taser, you're limited in reach. Cattle prod, I can sit right here, kink, and just get it right in the neck.
That'll teach you.
By the end of the show, she'll be in a full-on seizure. It'll be fine.
And at least she'll be doing as we asked.
Yeah.
Be quiet. Damn it, this was a terrible idea. But anyways, real fast, I meant to talk about this earlier, and I totally forgot about it. And then we're talking about live bands, and it jogged my memory. Code Orange, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania's own Code Orange, did something pretty badass this week. So much like everybody else that's a band local, there's been charity shows that were canceled this week for disaster relief here. National, big, not Ticketmaster, but I'm drawing a blank now. But basically Tool, Michael Bublé, everybody that was under that ticket, I can't think of the ticket conglomerate, but canceled all those shows. Live Nation, that's it. Everybody's getting their fucking shows canceled right now. So Code Orange did a pretty badass thing. They set up in a random bar there in Pittsburgh. I think it was a bar, or it might have been one of their studios. Regardless, they streamed to their fans a live show on day of the show that they missed. So
yeah, Dropkick Murphys is doing the same thing.
They're doing the same thing.
If you're watching the show now, today, actually, at 8 p.m. Central, they'll be going live doing a show for St. Paddy's Day.
This is a stupid question. It's not that I'm not a fan, but I'm the casual fan. It's like to say that if I hear them on the radio, I'm not going to turn it off kind of fan, right? Are they from Ireland? Or are they from Massachusetts?
They're from Massachusetts.
They're from Boston?
Yeah.
Okay. I always wondered that, but it's the Flogging Molly that's from Ireland.
Yes.
Okay. I'm glad we got that cleared up. That's it. I'm going to wrap it up.
That's it.
Hit up the website. Email us your music. Don't forget to go to Revelation Inc., the humble sponsor of the show, the Patreon, all the platforms. Don't forget that. You almost forgot that. All of our social media outlet platforms. We're on Twitter. We are on... Wait, are we on Twitter? We are on Twitter.
Thank you, Jamie.
We're on Twitter. We are on Facebook. We are on Instagram. And we're on Snapchat. I still don't know how to use it, but the ostrich filter is fun.
You do love that one.
I love that fucking thing. Hit up
Same thing every time.
Hit up our merch, and as always, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel on YouTube, because we want to be doing this shit more for you guys. We have fun doing it. Hopefully everybody has fun watching it. Settle in, grab a Corona, no pun intended, and hunker down with us. Who knows? We might go 5 days a week soon. You never know. It's gonna wrap it up. Anything else?
That's it.
That's it. We'll see you guys next week.